What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. Now, we all want more stops in Madden 24. Today's video is going to show you guys the best practices to get those stops. Let's start off first and foremost with our defensive playbook. I want you guys in the Kansas City Chiefs defense because there are 2 or 3 defenses we can break down formation-wise that are going to have today's video in them, and you guys are going to be able to get more stops. Now, before we get into the play that you need to be running, I think it's really important that we talk about the abilities. Madden is a game that is more about abilities than it is coverage. I constantly get questions that are like, hey, should I run, this player with 97 zone and 95 awareness, or vice versa? The truth is, you want players that get abilities. All the other stuff is secondary to that. Love it, hate it, that's what the game is about. So let's talk about when you guys are playing this game. If you guys are playing regs, if you guys are playing Ultimate Team, you guys need at least 2 players with the deep out KO ability. All the pro players run deep out KOs, at least 2 of them on their field. Some run 4 if they can in Madden Ultimate Team. If you guys are enjoying today's video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified of all the uploads here on the channel. I'll be hanging out after this video goes live, responding to questions, comments, concerns, and complaints. So if you have anything Madden related, drop those below. I'll give you guys a personalized response. Nothing is off limits. Ask me anything about the game.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
If you guys are playing regs, I would like you guys to use the Buffalo Bills. They've got a couple of players with KO abilities that you guys can play. For me here, we're going to be looking at an Ultimate Team. I've got this playoff team. You guys could do whatever you guys want with your team. Don't worry about copying my team. I've got Malik Hooker with this ability, and then I also have Ryan Neal with this ability. These players are going to play in this particular video today at the outside positions, the outside corners on the field, because we're going to make your opponents work to move up the field. Now, in Ultimate Team, we have 11 AP to play with. So for most players, you guys will be able to find 2 of these for 6 AP. That's going to leave you 5 AP to play with for the rest of your team. Feel free to do whatever you want. I would probably recommend giving yourself some run stopping abilities like defensive tackles with inside stuff or edge players with no outsiders. Honestly, you could also run both for this to make this so it's very hard to throw consistently and hard to just run the ball on this. Now, the play that we're going to be running here today in this video is cover 4 drop contain. You guys can call cover 4 out of any defense you want in the game. Just be advised that if you decide to go call a cover 4 that has the name quarters or palms after it, make sure that you guys are turning zone coverage to default so they don't play match. With this, we're going to stay strictly to playing zone to keep this as simple as possible for you. Now, remember those deep out KOs I talked about? Those players are going to be subbed in manually. If you guys need to know how to do this, press Y or triangle and then highlight the outside corner and sub in these players. So I'm going to put Neal at the outside left and we're going to put Hooker at the outside right. It's very important that your deep out KOs play this spot on the field because it's the difference in your cover 4 looking like this and your cover 4 looking like this. While defense is hard in Madden, the key, as I mentioned, is making sure your abilities are 1, correct, and 2, in the correct spot on the field. These KO abilities have the ability to be pulled down the field, yet also have eyes in the back of their head to be able to break on throws on the sidelines. So those corner routes that you constantly face in every single formation in the game are going to be so much harder to throw. Take, for instance, this random spread trips formation where we can play this same cover 4 shell and still be able to react to this corner route that we're going to throw to Travis Kelce. Again, because this ability can see these throws coming out. They break as soon as the quarterback throws. You're going to have a much easier time defending these corner routes. Now, don't get me wrong. This is something that is going to get you stops against, I would say, 90% of players online.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
As you start to get into the top tiers or the upper echelons of competitive Madden, you guys are going to run into players that know how to counter this. And this is where my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, can help you even more. If you guys go check out Gridiron for $9.95 per month, you guys can unlock the entire website. It's going to contain vault videos. Those are going to be videos dedicated to what the pro players are doing, why those tips work, and how to stop them when you face them online. If you guys want full schemes handed to you, you guys can check out the game plan section where I have 9 offensive and defensive game plans, as well as a free-form passing tutorial that will help you guys throw the ball better if you guys are struggling to throw routes other than the corners like I'm showing you here in this video. You guys can also join our Discord community where we have over 2,000 members conversing every day, helping each other out, and we have lab sessions in there if you guys need more assistance with this game. So make sure you guys attend those as well. Now, as I mentioned, cover 4 is probably the best shell to go with, but you guys can call this out of any defense you guys want. So in this situation, if we're going to run up against a formation that's a little heavier, this I form close where we're worried about the run, part of the reason I told you guys to get into the Kansas City Chiefs defense is because we can run that same cover 4 out of a heavier defense. Another popular formation is the 4-3 even 6-1. Now it's got that cover 4 quarters, and as I said, make sure your match is off. If you guys want to run this as just a zone, you're going to simply go in and sub in your same players at those spots. So I'm going to put Neil at this outside position, and I'm going to put Hooker at this outside position. The benefit of a cover 4 defense is that it is very safe. It prevents those throws to the sideline if you have those KOs on the outside. But the other thing a lot of players don't realize is that it's also a very good run defense. If you were to pull up your run fits, you could do this by holding the left trigger or L2 on PlayStation and pressing B or circle on PlayStation for the run fit to the right. You'll see that both safeties are involved. And if you hold X or square on PlayStation while holding that left trigger, you're going to see that both safeties are involved to the left. This is phenomenal because you can get your safeties as players that can respond to the run. You have 9 defenders that can potentially react to the run. So in the event that somebody wants to run the ball up the middle, we have these extra players that can come down and be in run support. Now, as it pertains this particular formation, the 4-3 even 6-1 didn't look so good there, but that's because the pro players are going to pinch their defense and crash it inside. Now you're going to be in a situation where this is going to be a lot harder to run the ball. We've got outside linebackers ready for anything that could bounce outside, and those runs up the middle are going to be far easier to defend because for whatever reason this specific formation is quite hard to block. And because those front 4 defenders are so hard to block, this allows you to come out, kind of sit in this defense with your KOs base aligned and pressed, and just let those guys shed. Again, so many players are going to really struggle if you take away their corner routes. You go to throw these, and these KOs are going to be able to break on throws, deflect them, intercept them, and get you more stops. Now, again, this is not a universal defense you can just sit in all day long, but I assure you, if you guys are a player just starting out in Madden, you're just kind of looking for a way to get stops, where do you start? This right here is the base defense that you guys should be running. Choose the formation that you enjoy most. Make sure you have at least 2 KOs on the field, and you're going to be in a much better position moving forward. But that's it for today's video, guys. Again, if you guys have questions about the game that you want answered, use that comment section below. I'll be hanging out after the video goes live to help you guys out with anything Madden related. Could be this video, could be any other topic that you guys want to discuss, but I'm here for you guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.